Hello everyone. Today we have started lecture number 11 and unit 3. The article first is curvature. So what is meant by curvature? Curvature म्हणजे काय? If r is equals to r of s is the position vector of any point P. Suppose I take a surface, okay, and draw a position vector r is equals to r of s at point P, then the curvature vector must draw two position vector. Suppose this is r1 and this is r2, and draw a normal tangent vector capital N bar or principal normal vector. So if r is equals to r of s is the position vector of any point P on the surface, then the curvature is r double dash is equals to capital Kn. It can be read as kappa of n. So capital K means kappa of n, n means normal vector. So here capital K means kappa is the curvature, and n is the principal normal at that point P on the curve. So we have already noted that at point P there exist three linearly independent vector. So there exist three linearly independent vector n, r1 and r2. So if there exists linearly independent vector, so we can write in linear combination. So r double dash is equals to kappa of capital N plus lambda r1 plus mu r2. जर तीन लिनियरली इंडिपेंडंट वेक्टर असेल किंवा जर लिनियरली इंडिपेंडंट वेक्टर मिळत असेल तर आपण त्याला लिनियर कॉम्बिनेशनमध्ये लिहू शकतो. सो r double dash is equals to kappa of n plus lambda r1 plus mu r2. So here kappa of n is the normal component of r double dash. Okay. Next note first is the normal component of Kn or of r double dash is called the normal curvature. It is also known as normal curvature. And this two vector lambda r1 plus mu r2 is the vector with components lambda mu is tangential to the surface. So next theorem is a theorem. A curve on a surface is geodesic if and only if the geodesic vector is a 0. So first we discuss about that. So what is meant by geodesic? Suppose, so to find the vector of geodesic means kappa of g is equals to 0. This is the equation of geodesic. Okay, so let's take a surface, that is surface, and draw 2 point and draw a curve between these 2 point and normal vector tangent to T, and this is the position vector of surface area R. Then the geodesic mean if the 2 point passing through the line, that means Kg is equals to 0 is called as geodesic. Proof: let r is equals to r of s be any curve on the surface with principal normal n and surface normal capital N at point P if lambda and mu is the geodesic curvature. Lambda and mu is the geodesic curvature of vector at point P, then the equation is r double dash is equals to kappa of normal principal capital N plus lambda r1 plus mu r2, or it can be also written as kappa of n is equals to kappa of n into normal vector plus lambda r1 plus mu r2. Suppose this is equation 1. Let the curve be a geodesic, then by normal property of geodesic, suppose small n is equals to capital N, So using equation 2 in 1, we get kappa of n is equals to kappa of capital N plus lambda r1 plus mu r2. So equating the coefficient of lambda r1 plus mu r2 and lambda r1 plus mu r2. So both side lambda and mu both are 0, such that kg is equals to 0 means geodesic is 0. So first part is proved. Let's start conversely. So let's suppose kg is equals to 0. Kg 0 means lambda is equals to 0 or mu is equals to 0. Hence from equation 1 we get kappa of n is equals to kappa of capital N means normal principal vector. Then this is the principal normal to the curve is parallel to the surface normal. So therefore the curve is a geodesic by the normal property. Normal property means small n is equals to capital N. Okay. Next theorem is the geodesic curvature vector of any curve is orthogonal to the curve. Firstly we see that, so orthogonal means if two vectors perpendicular to each other, then it must be 0. So it is orthogonality property. Okay. So proof is if lambda and mu is the curvature vector of the curve r is equals to r of s at point P, then we know the equation kappa of n is equals to kappa of capital N plus lambda r1 plus mu r2. So this is equation 1. Since t is a tangent vector, suppose I draw a surface area and the 2 points passing through the line at point P, and this is the t means tangent vector on that curve as well as the surface, and dot product with t is equals to 0 means this is the tangent vector t and this is r1. So both r and t dot product of t and r1 is 0 means r and t both are perpendicular to each other. It must 0 and capital N dot product with t is equals to 0 means what? Capital N and t both are perpendicular to each other or orthogonal to each other. So it must be 0 equation 2. So taking dot product with t on both side of equation 1 we get दोन्ही साईडला आपण t ने डॉट प्रोडक्ट घेतला तर n into t means what? 0 and small n into t is equals to 0. Then remaining is lambda r1 plus mu r2 over t is equals to 0, which prove that lambda and mu both are orthogonal to each other. So lambda and mu is orthogonal to the curve, hence the proof. Next theorem is in the notation of the Christoffel symbols. So Christoffel symbols means this is a Christoffel symbols. Suppose A and B, C. This is a Christoffel symbols. The component of the geodesic curvature vectors are lambda is equals to mu double dash plus Christoffel symbol over 1 to 1 1 u dash square plus 2 times Christoffel symbol of 1 over 1 to u dash v dash plus Christoffel symbol 1 over 2 to v dash square. Similarly mu is equals to v double dash plus Christoffel symbol of 2 over the 1 1 v dash square plus 2 of Christoffel symbol 2 over 1 to u dot u dash v dash plus Christoffel symbol of 2 over 2 to v dash square, not a 2 2, it's square. So it's simple proof or calculation part. So taking r is equals to r of s is the surface position vector of that surface, and this equation r dash is equals to r1 u dash plus r2 v dash, and hence suppose a plus b square means r double dash is equals to r1 u double dash plus r2 v double dash plus r11 u dash square plus 2 r1 2 u dash v dash plus r22 v dash square. This is equation 1, and taking dot product with that equation 1 over r1 on both sides we get, so r double dash over r1. Similarly on this side r1 over r1 means r1 square u double dash plus r1 r2 v double dash Similarly, r11 over r1 u dash square plus 2 times r12 into dot product with r1 u dash v dash plus r22 dot product with r1 v dash square. This is equation 2. And by the fundamental coefficient, so by using the fundamental coefficient, so r double dash dot product with r1 means capital U or E lambda or is equals to E lambda plus F mu. So we obtain from this equation by using fundamental coefficient, so E lambda plus F mu. So r double dash dot product with r1 means what? This. So this term, it can be written as this: E lambda plus F mu is equals to E. E means by fundamental coefficient means r1 dot product with r1 is equals to E, and r1 dot product with r2 is equals to F, and r2 dot product with r2 is equals to G. Okay, these are the fundamental coefficient. Okay, so E u double dash plus F v double dash plus r11 over r1 u dash square plus 2 r12 over r1 u dash v dash plus 2 times r22 over r1 v dash square. This is equation 3. In similar manner, taking scalar product with equation 1 over r2 on both sides, similarly we can calculate. So using r double dash over taking dot product with r2 is equals to v or is equals to f lambda plus g mu. So r double dash dot product with r2, it can be written as f lambda plus g mu. So we have f lambda plus g mu is equals to this term by using the fundamental coefficient. Okay, so we have this equation by using fundamental coefficient. So we must determine the value of lambda and mu. So first of all, we find lambda. Solving for lambda from equation 3 and 4 we get. So calculative part is from equation 3 and 4, lambda is common in both sides. So we get this total one term. So lambda is equals to this by using Christoffel symbol. Lambda is equals to u double dash plus Christoffel symbol of this. And similarly we have to find for mu from equation 3 and 4. So the value of mu. The value of mu or its calculation part we can show here.